rabbit left. I got it. Bam. Here we go. We have a Mayor Cantrell faces evictions. Faces getting evicted if... Is Mayor Cantrell a woman? I think it's a woman. If she don't turn in the keys. If she don't turn in the keys, we gonna evict that baby out here. That's what they out here saying.
Starts now.
I think it's a woman.
Good evening, I'm Lee Zurich.
And I'm Meg Gatto. New Orleans City Council Vice President J.P. Morrell sends a letter to Mayor Cantrell telling her he may file a motion to institute eviction proceedings if she doesn't clear out personal belongings and turn over the keys to a Pentalba apartment by Monday.
If you don't release this apartment, we're going to evict you, sugar. If you don't give us the goddamn keys back, we going to have to put you out, baby.
He says he's tried to work with the mayor's staff on gaining control of a unit which the council voted to take from the mayor last summer. Rob Masson has more.
They taking cribs away. They taking apartments away and shit like that. Shout out that beautiful baby. I believe that is her real that she rocking. Go ahead.
Just showing your dedication and your commitment.
On a day when Mayor LaToya Cantrell bounced from an NOPD graduation to the grand reopening of the Dewdrop Inn, she did not want to talk about the Pentalba.
The Dewdrop Inn. The Dewdrop Inn has now reopened.
Terry, off topic for the mayor.
We cannot do that, Rob. We're due at the Dewdrop Inn.
There was no comment on a federal investigation into her use of the Pentalba apartment and possible payroll violations for her security officer, Jeffrey Vappy.
Possible payroll violation for a security guard. They don't even know why she was using the apartment thing.
You know, with everything that's going on right now in City Hall and all of the other business that's going on, I think it's important for the mayor to go ahead and just clear this apartment, just clear this issue.
Back in August, the New Orleans City Council voted to permanently remove the apartment from the mayor's control with a veto override after our outside the office series of investigations.
For a lot of council members and the public, the fact that you immediately saw it revert to personal use with no public purpose is what really was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You lying to me? You say, oh, Willie, that is the mayor that hunts her security guard in the apartment. You lying? You lying? Is that what happened?
But 6 months after that council vote, the Pentalba apartment remains under the mayor's control. After Fox 8's Lee Zurich inquired about the matter Wednesday, City Council member J.P. Morrell sent Cantrell this letter asking her to release the apartment. That letter says, "It is my understanding that you and members of your executive protection detail possess the only keys to the unit. Until the keys are turned over, FMC cannot begin the repairs necessary to release the unit."
So her and her security is the only ones with keys with the apartment. You say that like this was a story from a while back. I did a story on her. Got to be more careful. I don't remember.
The letter states, "We have tried for several months to work with members of the administration, but to date, those efforts have proven fruitless."
We passed the ordinance months ago. I mean, obviously, we need to get the unit back in commerce.
You know, the law is very clear in this situation. I think this is simply a situation of people, ignoring the law. We don't know if it was intentional or if it's just an oversight.
Councilmember Morrell's letter goes on to say that if I do not hear back from you with confirmation that the handover is complete by March 4th at noon, then I have little choice but to file a motion to bring this matter to resolution, including a directive that the city attorney institute eviction and/or mandamus proceedings.
Madam Mayor, can I get a moment to ask you about the Pentalba?
The mayor has acknowledged receipt of Morrell's letter, but it's not known if she's turned over the keys. And Councilmember Morrell's letter says he had hoped to avoid public escalation of this issue. Morrell says the council can't continue to do nothing when the requirements of the law are clear.
Oh, y'all right. I'm looking for it over here. Man, I be doing too much. But listen. Just know I have been, I follow this doggone, I be doing my goddamn job. I do my doggone job. Hold on. I think I found the doggone video from, I think I remember this story.
On account of how important it is to be smart with your money.
Just cut that there down for a second. Let me grab that so I can put this up on the screen for y'all. Hold on. Because I got to remind myself of the doggone story that I had. And did I hear? Hey man, we got a scandal. Hold on, sugar. Wait. Damn it, we need some volume.
Court filing
Hold
accuses
on. Back it up. Here we go. Oh, wait. Press play.
And I'm Liz Reyes. Well, new at this hour, a new court filing accuses the mayor of New Orleans of having an extramarital affair with a former member of her security team.
And the filing raises more questions about her use of taxpayer time and money following Lee Zurich's series of outside the office investigations.
It's the outside the office shit that they were just talking about, and that's why they want her to relinquish the part, man. Look here. This is another dog-hued sister who's in power, who's in politics, who have been caught. Why is all of y'all getting caught out here? And our other sisters is not getting caught. What's going on?
The wife of NOPD officer Jeffrey Vappy filed an amended divorce petition this month, claiming in November of last year she became aware of an inappropriate relationship between Vappy and who she refers to as Mrs. LC.
Miss LC putting that. Hold on. Let me back Miss LC.
The wife of NOPD
officer
taxpayer time and
they just walking on the side, walking shit like
money
that.
Following Lee Zurich's series of outside the office investigations. The wife of NOPD officer Jeffrey Vappy filed an amended divorce petition this month, claiming in November of last year she became aware of an inappropriate relationship between Vappy and who she refers to as Mrs. LC.
And just because two people walk into a apartment building and or a apartment does not mean that they're having sexual relations. Go ahead.
Says that Mrs. LC is New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell. And the filing alleges Officer Vappy has been in an ongoing sexual relationship with Cantrell since May of 2021. And that's the same month Vappy joined her executive protection team.
The filing goes on to...
So he getting paid to hunch that baby. Think about... Shout out to Fannie, too. Fannie was allegedly doing the same thing. Alleged, just in my mind, paying while getting the job. Let's say it like that right there. Getting paid while getting a job or having that job up under that person. Yep.
Claim that Cantrell and Vappy engaged in a sexual relationship and lists specific dates. Most of those dates were detailed in a series of our outside the office report.
She in chain clothes, she in tennis shoes and shit.
Which showed Cantrell and Vappy spending long hours during the workday at a city-owned apartment. In the filing, Vappy's wife says her husband confirmed to her that he was involved in an adulterous affair with Mrs. L.C., who again, a source confirms, is Mayor LaToya Cantrell.
They be out here working out together. Now, mind y'all, this video is from 23. This is from 23. I think it's saying, so this was January, around January or something, 23, because this is the lottery set. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Shout out to Rabban for the $2 super chat. You say, but what if they stay in the apartment for hours? She could just be doing some work though, and he could be watching the windows, protecting that baby. You know what I'm saying? That baby do need protection. Obviously, it's still work. Everything still work on that baby. So listen, we got to protect the ones whose bodies still function the way that we need for their bodies to function. Yeah.
Vappy was removed from the mayor's security team as our series of investigative reports aired.
You say, well, are you talking about old people sex? Yeah.
Now, this new filing raises severe ethical and potentially criminal issues for both Officer Vappy and Mayor Cantrell.
And y'all know what's crazy? They tend to put that ethical stuff on people. That ethical thing, it's against the ethics. Well, whose ethics? Who came up with the ethics document in the first place, though?
Joining us now with more insight on this is Dillard University political analyst Dr. Robert Collins. Of course, Dr. Collins, thank you so much for joining us. So let's talk about Officer Vappy right now.
Yeah.
With this new information that we received today, what could this mean for him as an NOPD officer? Could there be any criminal implications?
Well, of course, they're just allegations at this point, but if the allegations are proven, the issue is going to be that there are NOPD regulations about being supervised by someone and having an inappropriate relationship with your supervisor. So that could potentially...
Oh, having an inappropriate relationship with your supervisor. We grown. I'm so sick of y'all with the inappropriateness. Damn it, we just hunching. We doing what humans do. Now that's inappropriate because of who we doing it with. We play too much. Who came up with that mess?
Actually be the conflict.
Nope. We're not doing Rumble tonight. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. We almost out of here.
Like there is if he's having an inappropriate relationship with the mayor, and the mayor, of course, was his supervisor at the time, there could be a violation of internal NOPD policy.
Okay. Internal NOPD policy because he would be working up under her. She's the mayor.
Our Fox 8 sources confirming that the LC named in the divorce.
He came with an outfit. Hold on, he brought an outfit.
Sources confirm
of internal NOPD policy.
He bought an outfit to the apartment.
Policy.
And our Fox 8 sources confirming that the LC named in the divorce amendment is Mayor LaToya Cantrell.
This is the same way how us at law enforcement be having them cameras out, looking at y'all in the streets hustling. Sure enough, do.
They're ethical or potential, once again, the same question based on these claims, potential ethical or criminal implications for her.
Yes, because in addition to the NOPD regulations, there are also civilian regulations within City Hall with city employees that you cannot have an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate. And
yeah, no fraternizing. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $2 cash out. He say if they were gay, no one could say nothing. Oh, you got a point.
And again, the same rules would apply. If these allegations can be proven, then there could be ethical or even legal conflicts because the mayor was in fact his supervisor.
And one quick note on that, but ethically, who holds her accountable ethically?
Who holds her accountable ethically? But before we do that right there, yeah. This is definitely not in Florida. We don't have apartments like this, right? There's no cars on the street. And that's an apartment building. There's no cars in the front of the street. So I'm guessing that they park in the back, or there's a garage, or they park on the side or something, but there is not one car parked in front of a apartment. Wow.
Well, I mean, ethically, it would have to be if of course, if a crime is committed, it would have to be the district attorney. But ethically, it would be up to the city council.
Look at that baby with them finger waves. Bitch, look at the way.
It would be up to the city, the district attorney. Look. But ethically, it would be up to the city council to investigate this and levy any sanctions. Again, up to
Y'all thought that she was just like, oh, that's somebody grandma and stuff like that. She smashing something. I don't know what y'all think.
Criminal up to criminal sanctions. Criminal sanctions would have to be investigated by the district attorney.
Oh, so that's the French quarters. It ain't a car in front of that here. I'm like, what the hell? What type of community is this that don't have cars parked in front of the apartment building?
And Dr. Collins, as we know, there's still an effort to recall the mayor right now. Do you think that this adds some fuel to the fire? How do you think that this could impact this recall effort?
Well,
obviously, as of 2024, they have not recalled the mayor. The mayor, the recalling didn't work if they tried one, because now in 2024, she's still in office.
Certainly negative publicity, so it's not going to help the mayor any. Now, some people would argue that everyone's mind is made up in the recall effort, that either you're going to, sign the recall or you're not at this particular point in time. But certainly, this just continues the constant source of negative news that we see about the mayor.
I think like when our older cougars, when the older women mess around with the younger dudes and shit like that right there, and they can't produce children, I think that they really be hunching you because they like you. They are not just hunching you, like using you for a come up because they can't produce children. Like they can't use the baby thing against you. And listen, to all my cougars, you all need to reach out to the younger dudes, play around with the younger dudes and stuff like that, so the younger dudes can have as much sex as possible, but don't put their lives in jeopardy by creating children. So all cougars need to deal with the younger players like in their early 20s and shit like that right there, so they can get that little stress off them, so they don't be making mistakes by impregnating these beautiful babies out here in these streets. do y'all think that y'all can do the community a solid?
Out of City Hall, so it's certainly not helpful to a mayor that's fighting off a recall and trying to improve her poll numbers.
And we see that there are sides on this. There are those who are supporting the mayor and others who are not. Do you know of any precedent?
Look at what it said. There's people who support the mayor and there's some that is not. Now, so this goes back to whose morals and who ethics is they supposed to be going by? Because in my mind, the majority of, let's say, darker hue folk would not or did not look at her fandangling as a problem. I ain't care nothing about that dumb shit. I don't know about this. Man, we all be out here hunch. You know what I'm saying?
And across the country, a similar situation, something like this, a mayor involved with such claims alleged?
Well, we have had mayors involved with subordinates, and in those cases, generally speaking, some sort of ethical or legal sanctions were levied against them. It would depend on the nature of the infraction, and it would depend on whether or not taxpayer money was spent and things of this nature. So
the sad part is that Buddy got caught and his wife had them find out that he was smashing something. So now he's getting a divorce and the wife will win. Well, she was probably 99% was gonna win anyway, but now hell, she with the allegations, it really did help out her case. Shout out to Max for the $1 cash app. They say, do she have you a pay raise before you hit that? That's what I'm talking about. You got to come up out here in these streets.
It has not always resulted.
I like them goddamn finger waves right there. That baby stepped out with them waves on her head. Like
in a mayor being removed from office, but in several cases, in fact, it has.
So far in the past 2 years, in the past year, 2 years, we got two political babies out here who have been accused of hunching their subordinates. That's what's up. Keep up the good work out here in these streets. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you.